toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas A&M's offense will get the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Kansas State's offense will go to work for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Pass pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. Crosses to 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Calls his own number. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give on the inside. Plows through the defense. Tripped up for the tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end.
coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Nice move there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Right back to the well. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Johnson wants to throw it. There's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Craver. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Hauls it in. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans